In the 4 years before he was elected president of the United States, Biden earned more than $17 million. However, his fortune is estimated to be less than half that amount. Where did the rest of the money go? And why, while earning millions, Biden failed to get rich? Before the video starts, I want to ask you to like this video. It will help in developing my channel. Thank you. Enjoy watching it. In January 2017, the day a billionaire took office for the first time in American history, middle-class Joe Biden boarded an Amtrak train departing from Union Station in Washington. At the time, he had a modest fortune, typical of a man who had worked in elected office all his adult life. Biden's capital was estimated at $2.5 million and consisted mainly of retirement savings and real estate, but he expected to increase his income soon, and so it turned out. By the end of 2017, Biden and his wife Jill had already earned $11.1 million. The following year, they earned another $4.6 million, then $1 million in 2019, and $630,000 in 2020. Why hasn't Biden gotten richer? If someone starts out with $2.5 million in capital and earns $17.3 million during a boom in their markets, one would expect their personal fortune to be more than $8 million. So what happened to Biden money? So, $7 million went to taxes, another $1.3 million went to charity, $180,000 went to servants' fees, and about $80,000 went to mortgage interest. Subtract that and you still get several million more than Biden's estimate well. An analysis of Biden's financial disclosures, real estate registers, and payroll records puts it at $8 million. Biden's grandfather was one of the executives of American Oil. His father tried several businesses, but they all failed, and the family fell on hard times. Later, the politician's father was able to get a job as a car salesman. Joe himself was not interested in a stable career. While attending the University of Delaware in the early 1960s, he asked his friends, "Guys, after graduation you are guaranteed a job at DuPont with a decent starting salary and lifetime security, but you will never make more than $30,000 a year. Or you can take a job with half the salary, no guarantees, but your possible income is unlimited. Which will you choose?" For himself, the answer was obvious. He told his friends he was willing to take the risk. After graduating from law school, Biden took a loan from the bank that financed his father's business and opened his own law firm in downtown Wilmington, Delaware. He wasn't particularly good at saving money. When the firm won its first big case, Biden received a check for $5,000. He and his first wife spent all the money on a 4-poster bed, a desk set, and a desk. After a tragic 1972 car accident that killed his wife and their young daughter, Biden bought a new home for himself and his sons. The 9,300 square foot DuPont mansion in Wilmington, which cost $185,000. At the time of the purchase, Biden was a senator making about $43,000 a year. Over the years, he frequently remortgaged the house and took out loans far in excess of his original value. In 1996, Biden sold the mansion for $1.2 million and bought a nearby plot of land for $350,000. He built a new home there and then began to remortgage it regularly as well. When Biden became vice president, he had extra income to pay off the house. In the spirit of Trump, he entered out a cottage on his property in Wilmington for $26,000 a year. The tenant was reportedly the United States Secret Service, which provides protection for Biden. When Biden stepped down as vice president in 2017, his fortune was estimated at $2.5 million. He had a life insurance policy and several retirement savings accounts, but the backbone of his wealth was a house in Delaware and a federal pension that guaranteed him a lifetime income of about $160,000 a year. Soon there was more free money as Joe and Jill Biden began publishing books and speaking at events. The former vice president also landed a professorship at the University of Pennsylvania. But the more the Bidens earned, the more they spent. According to their tax returns, they paid $8,000 for domestic help in 2017, and by 2020 that amount had risen to $95,000. A White House spokesman did not respond to a request for comment on exactly what kind of staff the Bidens hired. They gave $1.3 million to more than 2,000 charities such as the United Federation of Chicago Jews and the Bear Biden Children's Defense Fund. They also paid off one mortgage and 2 lines of credit. In June 2017, Biden fulfilled a long-standing promise to his wife and shelled out $2.7 million for a 450-square-foot summer home in Rainbow Beach, Delaware. It proved to be a good investment thanks to skyrocketing home prices during the pandemic. The house is now valued at $3.4 million, 25% more than the amount the Bidens paid 4 years ago. That's all for now. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos.